Jacob & Co. in Geneva. This, a lovely room, and we have these fabulous Jacob & Co. pieces. Now, what I will do in a moment is turn the camera around, and I will take you around this. It's lovely. It's so super. I'll turn the camera around. So, as you walk in, you're greeted this lovely ambience, and it's very nice to be here. But what I'm interested in are these are all the Jacob & Co. pieces. They do look super. Now, I don't know all the names of the models, but any Jacob & Co. fan is going to be familiar with this piece. And but at least what you're getting is a real look and feel of what it's like to come and view Jacob & Co. pieces. And I do recognise this piece here. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? I do like this. So some of the Jacob & Co.'s watches are larger than other popular watches, but look at the artistry, the mechanical artwork. Is so obvious. Now, of course, these are, very high end, very premium. I know that the build quality is excellent. It's Switzerland's finest, really. Look at that dial. And I'm one of those people that I can really fall into the complexity of the dial, and I find that so intriguing. If I had that watch, I wouldn't even need to know how it how it's made, yes, but all the complications and what it does, I could wait until I got home, and it would be so pleasurable to own it and then find out what all the complications do. It's a theme that I've adopted this year, actually. I've decided that because these are really pieces of artwork, it's nice to enjoy the process of discovery, really. What did I say earlier? Not sight unseen or purchased unseen, complication unseen. And it's so interesting. And I didn't realise that Jacob & Co. Look at that. How cool is that? The colours of this model is exquisite. I imagine that they've got the best lighting you could possibly get to put these watches on display. But the coloured sapphire crystal, do forgive me if I've named it incorrectly, but look at that. I'm not sure which is my favourite. Probably this white one, but that's because I like being offered lots of colour variation in a wristwatch. Calling these wristwatches, this is mechanical artwork. It really is. And if we go over here, is this the Godfellow watch? I think it is. Look at that. These are very special watches. They really are. I love the complications, the complicated aesthetic of these watches. Look at this one here. Look at that. You could spend hours looking at your wrist, looking at the watch, thinking to yourself, how on earth did somebody assemble that thing? Look at that. These really are. If this is your thing and you like this aesthetic and this type of watch, this is going to be heaven. Look at that. Look at the presentation, and then you're greeted with variants, and I imagine the Dragon's very popular, especially to Asian. Well, any watch collector, you don't have to be in China or anywhere to appreciate a dragon on your dial. Aren't they super? Now, yeah. And I'm actually standing out the way because it's later in the evening. I came especially because I thought it would be less busy, and you can there's still plenty of people here. Oh, I do like this. So this is the Bugatti watch, and yeah, there is a clockwork engine there. I mean, it's amazing, and I do think to myself, how on earth did they make that? I imagine anyone with a Bugatti probably wants one of these. Actually, I would have thought they have one of these. I mean, look at that. That's a Bugatti on the wrist for sure. Very, very nice. Now, so you can see the displays that there are quite a few. There's an awful lot more watches than I realise. I'm trying to speed up, but there's so many things that have grabbed my attention. I like that. That's rather cool. So what I may do is, we've got an example of the Godfellow watch, I believe. Oh yes. You might be able to hear the Geneva soundtrack there. Anyway, so I'm waiting for this this display of this movement. This is a table. Wow, I want one of those. I want this table. So this is the Godfather Jacob & Co. table. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? And this is revolving, like the watch itself, with its fabulous cage tourbillon, and then the musical mechanism, the Godfather musical mechanism. But what a table! I imagine everybody wants that. Well, every Jacob & Co. fan. So isn't that super? Isn't that super? Now, I'm trying to make this video is not too long, but because of the so many intriguing pieces here, it's taken a bit longer. And also, I love the displays, the colouring, the lighting. These pictures, they should be very good. They should be so good. Okay, so if I come over here, so I haven't even got round the first room. I'm still in the okay. So I know I'm trying here to make a video, and I keep looking at these watches, and I'm wanting to actually, look at them myself. But I do like that. Now, if I stand back, look at that. Aren't they nice? Okay, so the next display. Now, I love these colourful pieces. I'm into colour, and anything that's colourful and loud, especially if it's a wristwatch, I don't mind that at all, because it provides a lot of interest. When I see someone with a nice wristwatch, or an interesting wristwatch, or a watch that I like, that I recognise, I want to talk to that person. It's like a calling card, a social calling card. It's very good, isn't it? It's super. Now, this casino, the roulette watch. Now, I've seen that before. Isn't that lovely? That is so nice. That is so nice. I love that roulette. I'm sure that if you actuate the roulette table by that little lever there, I've got to remember to come back and take a photo of that. Okay, So we have, it's like Aladdin's cave being here. I mean, each one is a piece of artwork. They really are, aren't they? Okay. If I saw that on someone's wrist, I would say, "Hello there. Can I look at your watch? Can I? Which watch is that? And tell me about it." But it's mechanical artwork. This is artwork. It's timeless artwork. That is how it is the highest engineering that you can probably achieve. Isn't it absolutely lovely? So I do remember the billionaire timeless treasure, and I suppose the possibility of this being presented was probably inevitable. But look at that. I mean, what do you say? Now, what occasion would you go to where you would be wearing that? But I would love to wear that. I would definitely wear that. Probably, at home, and I'd really enjoy it. I mean, these things are so special. I think I'd be nervous to have it in my hand. But aren't they super? So we have fabulous jewellery in this room, but I know that this room is the press room, and I'm hopefully going to go over there and hopefully have a Jacob & Co. in my hand. Okay, so oh, wonderful. Let me. Actually, I can do this. Okay. So, oh yes. Oh, that is super. Jacob & Co. for me is mechanical artwork. Is very. I could have that on the wrist and watch it all day and do no work. But
yeah, it would be distracting.
Yeah.
It's basically fidget spinners for adults.
Yeah.
Successful adults.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
I don't go in the club then.
I'll be very careful with this in the club. But.
Yeah, I'm scared to hold it here in this context. It is super, and oh yeah.
Fun fact is that this movement on 4 axes comes within 0.5 millimeter of the cage.
0.5 millimeter
of the case.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very, very tightly and precisely engineered.
Yeah. It's
It also has a constant force mechanism.
Yeah.
So because this movement rotates very quickly, it rotates in 1 minute.
Okay.
It needed a very large mainspring in here to power it.
Right.
Because of that, it needed a patented constant force mechanism that we created for its movement.
And what's the power reserve of this?
It's 36 hours manual winding.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's quite a long time for
for something like this.
the power that would be needed to turn that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's over a rose gold geometric mosaic dial,
Yeah.
which is mirror polished, so you can see more angles of the movement as it passes over it.
Yeah.
It's not a full flat mirror polish because otherwise you'd be staring at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Some people like that,
Yeah. So both sides of the arm are perfectly balanced in weight.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that the engineering inside this would be. I can sort of imagine that the engineering that goes into having, how to make the watch is a huge task. But putting this idea, this mechanical art into, when I've looked at other Jacob watches, I've thought, how do they make that? How's a man?
I work here and I still wonder.
Yeah.
And if you've ever taken a watchmaking class, they give you a dummy movement that's 200% larger than normal, and it's still hard.
200%, gosh.
Typically, when you're learning just how the movement works.
Yeah.
They try to
Wow.
get you to put the jewels in and everything, and you're like, so difficult.
You're like, I'm glad I didn't become a surgeon. I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah. That is super.
I wonder if there are any overlaps.
So,
Would you like to shoot it?
very. Oh, I'll come to that in a moment. But what have I got in my hand here? Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So
What's the movement again?
It's
Jacob and Co.
it's the
are
first
very
print of
kindly,
show
let me come in here. This is very nice of them. And look at that. Actually, holding this in the hand like this, you should be able to see the depth and complexity of the movement. It's like an orchestra of mechanical artistry all playing together. These are my words. But look at that. And you might have heard this gentleman explain that a lot of energy is required to turn the movement like this, but they've managed to get 36 hours. I mean, that's quite a feat. And I love the time setting features, items here.
They're bows.
Bows.
Yeah, so you flip it up and you can.
Yes, yeah. I love that.
So we don't have to have a crown.
Yeah, yeah.
So you notice a lot of Jacob movements have this via the back,
Yeah.
via the crown.
Yeah.
It's just the most direct way.
Yes, yeah. Okay, now let me. So this is the first time the first time I think I've had a Jacob and Co. on the wrist like this. But okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. That should be okay. It's okay. Yes. It's a snug fit, but look at that.
Nice. You have a nice wrist for it.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, it's a little snug, so if people might see this and say, "Oh, that fits," but I have to say, that's cool. Look at that. Imagine going to a business meeting wearing this watch. You would never get anywhere. The business meeting would be derailed. You wouldn't actually be able to talk much about anything other than this watch. Can you imagine the conversation starter here? Wow. And I love the buckle. Yeah. I know it's big, but I'm one of those people that I love watches that have personality and presence. This has a lot of personality and presence. And it does feel like I'm wearing a piece of artwork. This is going to last forever. That's what it feels like.
We also seen our Palatial. This is my personal piece.
I am very, very
this is,
impressed. I do like.
That's mine.
Do like it. I really
It's a
do.
lapis style.
It's
Natural
artwork.
stuff. Yeah,
That is artwork.
it's very nice. Palatial big date.
The Palatial Big Date.
Yes, in
Okay.
lapis.
Yeah, I love the date actually. I'm a bit of a big date fan, and I love having. I like dates on everything. I want to know the date.
Yeah.
This is I suppose it a movable. Is this one of is this Ben's design?
Good question. I would say everything is a Jacob design.
Yeah.
These days, Ben definitely has a hand on production.
Yeah, for some reason I can see Ben's hand in. I could be wrong, but yeah, I could be wrong. But this is lovely. Look at that. It's very nice.
Can they do it here, or should we do it over
No,
there?
it's okay. It's not arriving now, so it was finally at 7, so we will finish with that.
So, oh,
Yeah, I said if I can, I'll just. I won't fasten the clasp. I shall put it on the
yeah, I
wrist.
think that should be okay.
Oh, look at that! That is super.
Yeah, and so what's fun, I love simple watches from the brand.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of see, yeah, you can distill kind of their ethos and their design identity.
Yeah.
You know, Jacob is not a brushed finish kind of brand. You know, it's all flat polish. That just watch.
Yeah.
You put out a lovely piece of
So we managed to get back this novelty as well for you.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
This is my favorite as far as wearability.
Yeah.
Just lay it here for you.
Ah,
Just be
yes.
careful with the clasp.
Okay.
So this is the dual time zone tourbillon.
Yeah.
This is a 43 millimeter rose gold case
Yeah.
with an automatic micro rotor movement,
Yeah.
which is new from the previous model. It
Yeah.
used to be a manual one.
Yeah.
And in the center, the star of the show is a double pace 30-second tourbillon. So it is a screaming fast tourbillon. It is a joy to watch. It has a compass rose on top of it.
Yeah.
So you can really see it go.
You.
The continents are laser etched.
Wow.
So you can see all the topographical details, the
Yeah.
geographical details,
Yeah.
the elevations of the mountain ranges,
Wow.
and the ocean is in blue PVD.
Wow. Oh, it's super. That is lovely.
It's so fun to look at.
Yeah.
The other special thing about this piece
Yeah.
is that not only is there a lot of detail on the continents, but the two time zones are completely independent of each other.
Right.
So most GMT pieces can only do hour differences.
Yeah.
But it makes them unusable for folks, say, who live in India or Nepal that
That's
have
right.
half-hour differences.
Right.
Yeah, there are a good handful of countries around the world that have half-hour differences, and so they can't wear GMTs.
This is a world time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That is super. I've got to say, thank you very much. This has
Of
been.
course, I'm Adam. It's a pleasure to
Adam,
meet you.
thank you. This is super. Thank you. So I thought I have to put this on the wrist like that. I don't want to fasten it, but look at that. Imagine wearing that with a white t-shirt or a blue t-shirt or a blue outfit. The gold and I like that. And I love the fact that the two times there are completely independent, so you can get it just how you like it. It's very nice.
If you look at it from this angle, you can really see the curvature
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
There's no bezel, so it's just the case. It goes
Yeah.
straight into the planet and the curvature of the Earth.
I think we met someone.
It's lovely.
Maybe that's you.
That is very, very nice.